Bassmaster EQ Series Stop 2 is on Wheeler Lake. How will it fish? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name is Steve Chapman. The second stop for the EQ anglers is taking place, or they're heading over to Wheeler Lake in Alabama, October 2nd through the 4th. The EQ series is going to be all about consistency. That is crucial if you want to make that top 10 in Angler of the Year points after these 3 tournaments to qualify for the elites. And I think that anglers that are from Alabama or have a lot of experience on Wheeler Lake are probably going to do real well, because this is going to be a fall fishing transition. We're going to see some cooler weather during the day in that low 80s, and then in that 60-degree temperature in the evenings. An offshore structure and rock banks should be what most people are probably going to fish, or the winners are probably going to fish. It will be another place where if you're dominant with forward-facing sonar, you're going to have a really good chance to do very well and get those points and possibly win, because the winner gets an automatic bid to the Classic. Now, all anglers fish day 1 and 2. The top 10 anglers fish day 3. That is also the schedule for streaming too. We don't get to see the first 2 days. We only get to see the championship day. And I really do think this might be a good warm-up for anglers who are going to participate in that Ultimate World Championship, because that's the following week. You can brush up on all of your skills, get everything dialed in, get the rust off everything. And I think we might see some extra anglers jump into this one to not only try to warm up, but also try to get that Classic bid. Now, in 2024, Major League Fishing was out there for a Toyota Series, November 7th through 9th, which would probably be a little bit cooler. 3 days, 57-12 by Hayden Margaret, and Keith Boucher came in second with 52-10. The 2024 elites were there in June, and they had a couple non-scopers finish in the top 10, but it took 80 pounds, 15 ounces to win over 4 days. In 2023, the Bassmaster Open was there May 18th through the 20th. Adam Rasmussen won that event with 54-15. Brandon Pallant came in second with 54-08. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I think the anglers who have a lot of experience on this body of water will probably be the anglers that do really well. There are anglers like Laker Howell and Russ Lane and Trey Swindle who are all in the EQs trying to qualify for that elites, and those 3 anglers should probably do very well. And Russ especially. He had a top 10 in the first tournament. So going back to a place where he's confident and knows what the fishing is going to be, I would expect Russ to have another good tournament, and that would be great. And I think this will be the turning point. If you're up in the points, I think this is where anglers will either say, I'm going to fish the 3rd one, or they're just going to go, I'm going to cut my losses, not pay the $3,500. And try to just, get ready and focus on the next year if they want to fish the Opens again, or if they want to fish the Invitationals or the BFLs, or even jump over to NPFL. But this will be kind of like the turning point to see who's in and who's out, because after this tournament, we'll have a really good understanding on who is in that top 10, that possible top 10 to move over to the elites. Because moving over to the elites is the ultimate goal for all of these anglers. Winning is great. Winning and getting that Classic bid is fantastic. But getting those points and getting into the next level, taking it to the elites where, let's be honest, the elites are one of the best there is. Everyone can debate. For me, it's BPT, then the elites. People will say it's the elites for them and the BPT because of the Classic. I don't look at the Classic. I think you have to qualify for the Classic to get there. But winning the Classic is the biggest event. But, again, getting to elites is an accomplishment. There's only 100 anglers out there that will do it this year. And that is phenomenal. And I wish all these guys the best of luck. But look for Laker, Russ, and Trey, and anybody who's from Alabama to probably do pretty well. Now, nobody knew what went on in the first one. And as of today, which has been 5 or 6 or 7 days since the tournament's been over, there isn't even Angler of the Year points on Bassmaster.com, which is very disappointing. But Are you going to watch this tournament on the last day? Would you like to see it broadcast all 3 days? Would that help you get more involved and help the fan experience? Comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks to all the new subscribers and members and everyone who's interactive on the channel. I really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. This community that we have, this channel that is ours, is one of the best. So thank you. But if you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, click that like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video drops. And thank you. And thank you for everyone who checks in on me. It's really appreciated. Remember, take a kid fishing, tight lines cheers, and get your fish on.